camera, action. Are you taking enough action in your business, in your life, in your relationship, or are you caught in the waiting game? Today, we're going to talk about when do you take action? When does something require space? And are you truly taking enough action? Now, when you are in a pattern of avoiding, putting stuff off, or controlling everything, you're going to find yourself doing a lot more waiting and a lot less action. It is the action that starts to create the momentum, the movement in anything. It could be action in your marriage. It could be action in your business. It could be action in any area of your life. So what do I mean by action? It's one thing. So for example, I have been writing 3 books at once over the last year. And I would dab a little bit here, dab a little bit there, and completely ignore my books, and then come back to it, and then ignore them again, kind of forget about them. I wasn't actually taking action. I wasn't taking the action required to bring them into physical actualization. I generated the ideas. The ideas are there, and they're brilliant, and they're magical, and I will play with them energetically in their own little realm of creation space. But I really realized that I haven't been taking the action that's required. That means, pen to page or fingertips to keyboard, to bring these into physical actualization. Same thing if it could be in your relationship. Maybe you've been, meaning to do that romantic weekend. Maybe you've been talking about traveling. Maybe you've been talking about something and you've just been talking about it. Talking about things are great. They actually can be that generative energy that generates possibilities into the world. But if you're never willing to take the action required to bring it into physical actualization, you never actually get to have it. And what that action, the ripple that action creates, will never ripple into your world. So are you taking enough action? Could be in your business. Could be where you don't really like posting on social media, so maybe you do it like once a month, maybe once a week. That might be fine. That might be all your business requires, but have you asked it? How much action does it require on social media? Maybe it's not posting, maybe it's commenting, maybe it's being really active there. Are you willing to take the action required to create what you actually would like to create on this planet? It's going to speed things up. And that's what I noticed about taking action, is that it starts to get things moving. It starts to get your business moving. It starts to get your creations into the world. If an artist had beautiful paintings in their mind, but were never willing to take the action of putting the paint on the canvas, the world would never get to see it. So what are some of your targets? What are some of your targets for your business? Maybe it's your life, maybe it's with your body. Maybe you would love to go into a triathlon and you haven't taken the action to sign up, or you haven't taken the action to start training. Maybe you would like a partner in your life and you haven't been willing to take the action that would get you out there, that would connect you with new people. Are you taking enough action? I realized I was not taking enough action, which inspired this video today. And a lot of people would probably look at my life and say, Cassie, you take a lot of action. But I know I could be taking more. And what I became aware of is that the more action I'm willing to take, the more of an unstoppable force for consciousness I become. So who did you stop taking action for? Maybe maybe your partner required more of your attention, so you pulled out from your business a bit so you could give them the attention that they required. And maybe you forgot to go back to start taking action in your business again. Or for some of us that become parents, I mean, all our world goes into that little tiny body and nurturing it and taking care of it. And all of our action and energy is directed there. But most parents will come to a point where, their baby doesn't need them as much. And they want to start creating and generating more for themselves. So what action could they take? Maybe it's joining a dance class. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's looking for a job. Maybe it's something else. But what action can you take that's going to bring to fruition the future you would truly like to have? Because I'm sorry, waiting for it to show up doesn't usually work. There's some choice required. And choice can be the action, and sometimes something else is required as well. So you can ask that question. You can talk to the entity of your business. You could talk to your partner. You could talk to your body. Where are you not taking action? That if you would take action, would actualize your wildest dreams and desires. And that might actually be why you haven't been taking action. Because for some people, the world slowed down. Now that's different than relaxing, okay? That's maybe a whole nother video. Relaxing as you create is different than slowing down creation. So do you truly want to slow down, or do you want to relax into being the choice, the change, the action, the possibility that you came here to be? I love going fast. I actually am very, you could say, like, I get squirrely when things slow down or come to a halt. I love driving on the highway because you can go fast. And I used to live in a big city that would be so busy that you would be stopped on the highway, and it would drive me bonkers because I took the highway so I could go fast. I love fast change. I love fast creation. I love seeing new things birthed into the world all the time. That is exhilarating for me. It has a vibration of a thriving life and living. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't also love to relax and to be in just a space of being and to enjoy being present with those little moments. But slowing down, stopping myself, stopping my creations, that is not fun for me. But I've done it for people. I've done it for others. Sometimes people can be scared of those that take a lot of action. So if you're taking a lot of action and you become that unstoppable force, some people will be terrified of you. That's okay. It's okay to scare people with the gift of you. It's actually not harmful. What you're doing is you are inviting them to be more of them. You're inviting them to speed up. And most people that want to go slow is because they want to control. They want to control their business. They want to control their relationship. They want to control their body. They want to control whatever it is. So they will slow things down so that they can have control over it. And when you're speeding up and being that rocket around them, their sense of control starts to destabilize, and that can terrify them. But what you're actually doing is inviting them to let go of control. And you're inviting them to speed up, to choose something that's probably going to be greater for them. And if not, hey, they can always go back to control. That's fine. So ask yourself, are you taking enough action? And maybe write kind of a list of the areas in your life. Am I taking enough action in my business? Am I taking enough action in my relationship? Am I taking enough action with my body? Am I taking enough action with all these different categories, with my family, with my empire? Are you taking enough action? And that comes into the next part here, is the waiting part. Or are you waiting? See, I have had many people come and work with me in my business in a variety of different places. And there will be people that will come and they will wait. They will come in and they will wait for direction. They'll wait for instruction. They'll wait for you to deliver. They'll wait. And then there are people that will come in and they will just take action, and they will look for what they can contribute. They will look for what is next. They will look for what else is possible here. Those are the people that I love to create with. And I'm always looking for more of that, please. More of that in my life, in my business. Because those are the people that are going to become a force with me to reach those really huge targets, those massive, massive, glorious targets that I have. Because those that are sitting there and waiting, they're in the control seat. And I don't have time for that. I gotta go. In the words of Sonic, I gotta go fast. Sonic the Hedgehog, if you don't know who that is. My kids and I love Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think part of what I love about him is his ability to go fast. So how fast can you actually go that you're not going, that you're slowing down for whatever reason? You can fill in the blank, to make other people comfortable, to make sure I get it right, which is control, to make sure I control myself, to make sure to whatever. And then look, what is more valuable to you? Is it more valuable for you to have control, to not upset others, to make sure you have something right? Or is it more valuable to you to get out into the world what you came here to get into the world? What is more valuable to you? So are you taking enough action? Are you waiting to create? I would love to hear about this. Post in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button, ding, 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 the bell, all the things, and share this with someone that you get it would contribute to. Thank you so much.